Where were you when the world stopped turning? On a bright Tuesday morning in 2001, the sky was clear, but the future was about to turn black. You've heard about September 11th. You've seen the headlines, but what you're about to hear is not just a history lesson. It's a chain of human decisions, horrifying courage, and unthinkable terror. A day that redefined an entire generation. And no, this isn't a movie. This is real. It was an ordinary day. At 8:46 a.m., New Yorkers were grabbing coffee. Flight attendants were pouring orange juice. Wall Street brokers were checking their pre-market stocks. Then, United Airlines Flight 11 slammed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. People thought it was a terrible accident until 17 minutes later, when Flight 175 hit the South Tower. The message was clear. This wasn't an accident. This was war. Inside those towers were over 17,000 people. Some were trapped above the flames. Some were calling loved ones for the last time. And some made the decision to jump rather than burn. Have you ever imagined what it takes to make a choice like that? They were choosing between fire or free fall. You complain when your Wi-Fi lags. At 9:37 a.m., Flight 77 crashes into the Pentagon. At 10:03 a.m., brave passengers on Flight 93 fight back, forcing the hijackers to crash into a Pennsylvania field. That plane was meant for the Capitol or the White House. They stopped it. They saved thousands. And then the unthinkable happened. The towers fell. First the South, then the North. Steel, glass, concrete, and silence. 2,977 people died that day. Hundreds of first responders were killed. Thousands more would die in the years after from related illnesses. But what followed was unity. Americans stood together, not as red or blue, but as human. Airports were never the same. Wars were launched. Privacy with an entire generation grew up under the shadow of terrorism, but we also saw heroism like never before. Firefighters running up while everyone else ran down. Strangers helping strangers. A nation wounded but unbroken. Remember when airport security used to just wave you through with a smile? That's ancient history now. September 11th was not just an attack on buildings. It was an attack on everything we thought was safe. It changed how we travel, how we fight, and how we trust. And in that smoke, America didn't collapse. It rose, but this wasn't the first time the sky betrayed us. Watch next, the Challenger explosion, NASA's darkest day. A tragic moment where hope launched and disintegrated in 73 seconds. Click the end screen now. You won't believe what happened up there.